Hello YouTube, this is Brian Tubbs coming at you with another video. Today I'm just working on a piece called Leaf. Stands about 6 feet tall. It's all core 10, and then there's stainless steel vining in the center. This is a 304 stainless steel. So I'm looking at 11 gauge stainless steel, and I have some, I think 16 gauge mixed in there. So what I'm doing today is finishing up the base. This is kind of it's a tapered base. It goes from like 14 up to like 2 inches in some spots, and it's wider on the sides, but it just tapers up to this point. And so what I'll be doing, the way this goes together, is I make the upper piece first. So let's just kind of see it from the side view. That's the back view or front view, and that's the back or front, that doesn't matter. But that's stainless steel, the vines there. And so what it does is just, it sits inside of the base. And I determine how far it drops down in. And then once it's in the base, I'll just weld it all the way around there, and it just sits firmly in. It'll never come out unless I take my cutoff wheel or plasma cutter and cut the welds. But then it's gonna have to be some digging, because when I weld it, the metal's gonna sink into the other. It's just gonna become one. So it'll be difficult to get it out. So before I weld it, I have to make sure it's in the right position before I put that weld on there, because once I put the weld on, it's almost impossible to undo the welds without damaging the piece. So I'm working on that today. I'll just be taking this piece out and just welding up the seams all the way around. And like, if you guys can see, all of the welds are still here. So all these welds will be left. We don't grind the welds off. We just leave those on just to give the piece some depth. So it's just not all, flat and finished. Like on some of our other pieces, we do a lot of grinding just to get the corners and edges almost perfect, as perfect as we can. But it just depends on what the piece calls for. And that's what we kind of base how we finish the welds and grinding and all that kind of stuff. But again, for this piece, I won't grind the welds. I'll leave them as they are. And like on all of our pieces, there's drain holes. So at the bottom of this piece, it's open down in here. The top of this piece is open inside of there underneath this piece. And then on this piece, it's open. And then on top of the base, that's open. So whenever you get condensation in here and here, you want it to be able to drain out. You don't want it to be trapped in there, because it'll start rusting from the inside. And even though this is core 10, as I think I've said in a video before, even core 10 has to be able to dry out. It can't remain moist all the time. It has to be able to dry out. If it doesn't, it can start rusting. It will just keep rusting, just like mild steel. So it has to be able to dry out. So that's why if you guys are using core 10 or stainless steel or mild steel, whatever you're making your sculptures out of, you have to have water condensation escape holes, so everything will come out and be dry on the inside. So I'm working on that one. We call this Leaf, L-E-A-F, Leaf. We have sold some of them. Whenever we make them, we sell them. So I'm going to do this one, and I'm also making This piece, again, we sold, oh man, this is 2 pieces. I'm gonna put 1 piece aside. And this piece is the piece we call Eternal Flame. It looks like that. It's core 10. And then on the inside, it'll be stainless steel in here that'll follow this inside portion. And here will be stainless steel. And it sets on a base that's somewhat similar to the base on Leaf. Slightly different, but pretty close. So that's the next piece I'll be working on. And then after that, I have another piece. It's a brand new piece. It'll be called, I'm not sure if I'm gonna call it Olympic or something to that effect, because it will look like an Olympic flame. I'm going to build a pedestal. It's going to be similar to this, but it's going to be 3-sided. It's not going to have 4 sides like this one. It'll be 3-sided. It's going to stand probably about 5 feet, maybe 6 feet. And then I'll have a stainless steel flame on top, probably, I don't know, 2.5, 3 feet tall. It's a kind of a different shape. It'll have 3 sides. It won't be like 4-sided. It'll be 3 sides, negative space in the center. It's going to be just different. So I'm kind of doing some drawings with that piece, because once I cut it, that's it. I won't have a second chance. I'll be using 11 gauge stainless steel on the upper piece, 11 gauge and some 14 gauge mixed. And then the base, either 11 gauge or 1/4 inch. It just depends on how I feel once I get that piece done and see how much it weighs and how the wind will affect it. That'll determine what I do with the base. So what I'm gonna do today is I'll take this top off. I'll put the base up on the table and just run a few beads, and I'll kind of show you what I'll be doing. I'll be basically doing this same stitch pattern that I did here on the base. So I will not be grinding the welds off of the base, so I'll just have that bead pattern on that as well, just to keep everything uniform. I'll take this out. And so what I'm going to do is just set it up here on the table. It's not that heavy, but it's not light. And what I'm going to be doing is just welding right in that seam. There's a seam here. I'm going to be welding right in that seam all the way down and just building up as I go. And like I was saying before, when we put the metal together, we don't just lay one flat on the other. We keep a little valley in there, and we fill that valley with tacks all the way down. We call it stitch. So it's just one weld on top of the other. It looks like dimes, as they call it when you get done. So that's what I'll be doing today. And I'll just kind of move you guys in a little bit so you can get a better view of how it's done. All right. So I'm just going to grab the welder. It's already fired up. I have it set for welding 1/4 inch. I just like to just make it hot, just so it will just burn in. It won't be these tall beads. They'll just be burned in. So let me grab this. The welder is set at 46 amps, 23.9 volts, I'm running 035 wire, 323 inches per second, or per minute. All right. So it's primarily just trying to stay in that seam, which is not easy all the time. So I'll just see what I can do. Here we go. See if I can turn this around a little bit more so you guys can probably maybe see a little bit better. All right, we'll give that a try. And I'm trying my best just to stay in the valley. The wire is coming out and wants to push me left or right. So it's just that kind of battle. We're trying to stay in the valley. And it's hard to get a good body angle to attack it. So all I'm doing is welding one weld on top of the other. Trying not to leave any gaps. And I hope you guys can see this through the camera. I'm trying to keep my body kind of out of the way so you guys can see. So hopefully you can. And that's the challenge, is just trying to stay in that gap. And if it doesn't come out just perfectly or even close, I'll just get my grinder and just kind of touch it up along the sides a little bit. Just bead on top of bead. Maybe overlapping it about 1/4 of an inch. I'm just trying to keep your focus not get bored and think about something else. Because when you do that, sometimes you look at your welds and they're zigzaggy. So just trying to just keep that focus. Almost there. Oftentimes I'll TIG these in, but just trying to get a lot of pieces done so I don't have time to really TIG it, because I'm just moving through pieces. Trying to keep my wire stick out kind of short. Just had a better control. Come to this last inch or so. All right. So I got one side done. Doesn't look too bad. It just kind of, let me move this camera out some. All right, it doesn't look too bad. So I just got to go and do the other 3 sides. And then I got to put little feet on them, we call them. They're really just mounting tabs with about a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch hole drill to it so we can be, staked to the ground like we normally do on our other pieces. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. I just wanted to let you guys kind of see what I was doing. Again, I'm making the base for leaf, all mild steel, not mild steel, core 10 steel, and the upper portion is core 10 and stainless steel. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this one, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Well, I'll be starting on either Eternal Flame or the new piece that I'm coming up with. Now I'll let you guys get a little bit of an inside look on what that looks like. And so I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. And as usual, peace out.